Good morning, sports fans. This is John. That's Brett. This is Sports Poser, the show for people that have better things to do on their weekend than watch sports. So, Brett, thanks for being here all the way over in Raleigh, North Carolina. What are people going to be talking about this week?
Greetings. I hope Denver, Colorado is treating you well. So yes, there was a couple interesting things that I saw this weekend. First, that punch by Draymond Green. Many of you probably don't know him, but he's on the NBA championship team, and he absolutely decked his teammate. And it looked like he tried to kill him. So there's some big controversy going on in Northern California on that team right now.
Lovers quarrel? What?
Don't even know. Don't care. Just saw the punch.
It's on YouTube, I'm sure.
Yes, YouTube that for sure.
Nice.
And then the other thing would be the call on Brady. I mean, you guys know how I feel about Tom Brady. It's insane. Like, I don't understand why he gets the benefit of the doubt every single time, but he got tackled lightly and spun around during a crucial part of the game that lost the game for the Atlanta Falcons, actually. And then I went back and looked at the Tua hit, and Tua didn't even get a flag, and Tua looked like he got stuffed into the ground, and Brady looked like he got spun around like he should be wearing flag football flags or something. Everybody was talking about it, and most people are really pissed. And Brady's response was, "I don't throw the flags."
Yeah, so what you're saying is every call for Brady is good except for the ones from home.
Pretty much. Yes, that'll ruin his day more than anything else.
Absolutely. All right. What else is happening out there?
So it's weird. The Jets and the Giants, New York teams that have been bad for a while, both winning. The Jets beat a Miami team that was on their third string quarterback, but still looked good doing it. And then the Giants went to London and beat Aaron Rodgers, a future Hall of Famer who we've brought up before, in London, and won. So both the Jets and the Giants keep winning, which is strange. And then also the Cowboys keep winning as well. They always are of high expectations there and then usually falter at the end, which is what they're doing now. But they've won their last four with a backup quarterback. Dak Prescott was hurt, as we talked about.
Yeah, week one, right? Yeah.
Yeah, so they keep winning. It's weird.
Nice. Eagles seem like they're on a roll.
Yes, Eagles are definitely, you can't say they're not the number one team. They're the only 5-0 team in the NFL. They're only undefeated team, and they look pretty good doing it. They got an exciting quarterback named Jalen Hurts, who played at Alabama. He's very exciting to watch as well. He's a future star.
Yeah, that's interesting. Did I tell you I started a new job this week, and I actually held my own in a conversation? I represented posers everywhere. Somebody started talking about the Eagles off to a great start and that they'd been betting on the games and it was going awesome. And I said, well, I'm glad you didn't put your money on the Steelers. And everyone laughed. And I thought, hey, otherwise I would have done my normal, how you guys doing? How was your weekend?
You wouldn't have said anything. You would have
probably would have not have said a thing.
You would have tried to fit in motocross or something and killed the whole place. And then the new guy's a total dong. That's what they'd have been saying. Yes,
we won't get into World Supercross that debuted last weekend. So,
good.
Major League Baseball, we're entering the playoffs.
Yeah, baseball playoff. A lot of teams make the playoffs now, but the only team that's really good that's out so far is the Mets. But you got the Yankees, the Astros, the Braves, and the Dodgers, who I feel like the Dodgers are going to win the World Series. I feel like it's going to be the Yankees and the Dodgers, which will bring me back to 1977, 1978, when Reggie Jackson hit 3 home runs in a World Series game. So I think that'll play next week. Next couple of weeks will shape up a little more interesting in baseball, weeding out the lesser teams right now.
Fantastic. Reggie Jackson. That's a name from our past. That's awesome. All right. And then NCAA football.
Yeah, we're trying to bring other topics up besides just NFL. So we want to bring up baseball a little bit, maybe a little NCAA football. But, I looked at it to see what to talk about. And it was like Groundhog Day. It's the 4 same teams every year. So if you talk NCAA football, all you have to do is say, hey, how Roll Tide? How about them Dogs in Georgia? Ohio State, what's a Buckeye? I guess you could talk about a Buckeye. And then also, who else? Georgia and Clemson, of course, Clemson Tigers. So it's the 4 teams every year. It's the same. So I think NCAA football has a problem because they're always the same teams. And I think it's a couple reasons, but it's kind of boring in my opinion.
Yeah. Interesting.
Unless you're a fan of one of those teams.
Well, UGA, that's where Herschel Walker played.
That's right.
Yeah. Probably shouldn't talk any more about that.
No, we're not a political show, John.
We're not a political show. Absolutely not. All right, Brett, this is all great information. Perhaps we should move into the role play segment.
Sounds good.
You ready for that?
Let's do it.
Awesome. Hey, Brett.
What's up, man? You see that punch last night?
Man, Draymond Green, that guy's ready for the UFC. I was really, really shocked by that. Pretty intense.
He decked that guy. That was kind of ugly. But speaking of ugly, did you see that BS call on Brady that Brady got to win the game for the Bucks again?
Yeah, I think the only good calls he gets are the ones on the field, because the ones from home don't sound like they're that good. But Tua could have used that call. That's who should have gotten that call.
No kidding, right? And I don't know if you watched the Steelers. We talked about them last week, man. They got absolutely murdered by the Bills yesterday.
Yeah, they're just off to a rough start. It sucks. But unlike the Cowboys, the Cowboys are 4-0 and they don't even have Dak Prescott. So that's impressive.
I know winning with with a backup quarterback is not easy. So yeah, you're right. That's a great point. And who do you think's the best team right now?
I'd have to go with the Eagles, undefeated.
Hard to disagree with 5-0. You're right. So,
yeah.
All right. Well, I guess I'll talk to you later, buddy.
All right. Good catching up. By the way, you going to watch any baseball this week?
I'll probably wait a little while because they're still shaping up, but I think the Yankees will probably play. I don't know. Who do you think they'll play in the National League?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think Dodgers would probably be a good pick. It's crazy the Mets are out. That just surprised me.
Yeah, they lost. They were a good team. They lost. I'm surprised they lost too.
Yeah, and there's nothing to talk about in college football. It's the same four horsemen.
I know, it's like freaking Groundhog Day. It drives me nuts. So we'll pay attention in December. That's when it matters.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, bud. I'll talk to you in a little bit.
Yep. Bye.
Bye. All right, Brett. It's my favorite segment. What was snack of the week?
So these might not be familiar to most people, certainly not on the West Coast. I think it's called a quahog. I'm not even really sure, but it is a stuffed clam.
Wow.
Very, very interesting. You should try one.
That looks like the collision of two foods. What what exactly is a stuffed clam?
It's New England style is all I know.
Yeah, I was going to say that's a Northeast thing. There's no way but anybody's talking about that in the Midwest.
No doubt.
Not at all. All right, bud. Well, great catching up. Thanks again for your help, and we'll see you next week.
All right, buddy. Later.
Later.